Hi everyone, I'm Henry Mostetsky. I'm the Executive Director of the Carmel Redevelopment Commission, and this is TIF 101. We're going to do several segments where we discuss what is tax increment financing. Before we talk about how tax increment financing actually works as a process, we want to talk about what the goal here is, which is that we're fighting for the heart and soul of our city for the next 100+ years. The problem with suburbia today is that oftentimes everything looks the same. And what is it that will make your city special? Part two of that is, what is it that's going to make sure that your city is financially strong for the next 100+ years? Tax increment financing is the solution to both of those issues. When discussing tax increment finance in Indiana, we have to talk about property tax caps. Property tax caps, instituted by the Indiana legislature and written into the Constitution, limits how much taxes can be paid by a property depending on the property. So for houses, 1% of a house's assessed value is the most that a taxpayer will pay. For commercial, it's 3%. For multifamily, it's 2%. Let's use an example. If you have a new neighborhood of 100 houses assessed at $150,000 each, the property taxes from that new neighborhood are going to be $150,000 a year. There are some neighborhoods in Indiana that don't even generate enough property taxes to afford the fire and police coverage for those houses. Before we even talk about long-term costs where the city has to at some point replace and repave streets, replace and repave underground infrastructure, some cities don't even get to that kind of thinking. Carmel is not one of those cities. Consider two different potential projects, both sitting on an equal-sized lot. The project one is your standard fast food or cell phone store that you see on an outlot in the suburbs. It's probably a small building in the middle of a giant lot. If we consider as an alternate, if we take the same exact parcel and we put a 5-story building on it, that building is going to generate 20 times the tax revenue compared to example one. And the only thing that's missing is it needs to be parked somehow. So the city is able to take some of the future taxes that that project is going to pay and help park the project. But in return, the city gets a lot more property taxes and helps build out a walkable core. Carmel, in its growth phase, is using TIF to build up a downtown, and we're trying to achieve two main goals. First, we want to be the kind of vibrant city that attracts top talent from around the nation and the world, and attracts companies that want to employ that talent. And as you think about our US 31 and our central core and the 125+ companies that we have in the city of Carmel, you can see it coming to life. Second, under the surface of all those vibrant, walkable environments that we have in the city, we're also building up a tax base based on density that's going to generate taxes that are going to power this city for the next 100 years. So please continue watching the rest of these segments to learn how Carmel utilizes TIF the right way.